maximize the space. Okay, there are two lifts that service the entire building. So the thing is, they don't own the entire building, so you will be sharing the lift with other residents of the building. Okay, basically you do not need to use a key card to get into the lift and up to the apartment. So that's the thing. It depends on how you look at it. Anybody can go inside the lift, anybody can go up to the apartment. So make of that what you will. It's a very basic, it's a digital lock for apartment. So, and basically you have this latch here. This is orders. Not very comfortable with that. When you come in, you have to insert the card for power and light, same as all the other hotels. Okay, take note that you can't put the trash out in the hallway, and they will only collect it from 9 AM to 3 PM. So basically you have to call them. Else you can do what I did, which is to wait for the auntie outside to actually, you know, if I hear them outside, I will open the door and ask them to clear it. First thing first, the bed is probably a queen size and there's no headboard, so it's very uncomfortable when you try to sleep there, and well, gap there, so you don't want to drop anything inside. And they only give like one extra pillow, which we found in the cupboard, so, and the pillows are extremely uncomfortable. Very, very, very flat. So there's only like one side table, 下面放垃圾桶，基本上没有地方放东西。你看下面，为了这样脏。So initially, that nightstand was right beside the bed, so I shifted it to one corner because it's basically useless at this point. And I use this space to actually open up my luggage, okay? And that's the only way it's gonna work, because there's no other space to open up a luggage in this room. For 2%, so yeah. This is where my husband opened up his luggage. But we have to move the chair away so that there's actually space. So there are only two places with power outlet. One is behind the nightstand, so there's only two outlets here. Okay, you can plug in exactly two things. One which they use for the phone, and then the other one which they use for the lamp, which I actually put it behind here because I'm not gonna use it. So I use the other one for the hairdryer.
这边就放，
这边可以放东西啦 but then challenging.
没办法。
This room is built for long-term staying, not for those people who are like staying for a few days. They have a lot of storage space, okay? That one over there, that's the fridge, okay? It's a full-size fridge with a full-size freezer at the bottom. This is a full-size freezer at the bottom. So it's good if you're going to be staying here long-term and doing actual cooking, okay? So beside that, you have more storage space, okay? And then also this pull-out table thing, okay? You can pull it out, so you could use it. But it's gonna block the pathway. You have to basically, you know, jump over the bed to get to the other side. And you can't close it all the way either. So it's gonna be jutting out all the way. Okay. We have a lot of storage space, okay? Okay, so we have a lot of storage space. Space here. This is where you hang your clothes, but we don't use it. We use the closet at the doorway to hang our coat. Okay. It's a lot more storage space and stuff. We just put it in. Heating system and I don't know what's that. Okay, 我只认得 heating system 欸，其他的不懂是什么。We have the heating control here, which basically you can control up and down. We were told not to do anything except control up and down. I'm not sure what this one is. I've never tried touching it. This is the light switch. And this is the only light switch in the room, so you have to get out of bed to close the light and then get back in bed. And then this one, I'm not sure. This is if somebody presses the doorbell, you can see it here, but I'm not sure if you can use it the other way. The outlet is right here on the wall in the middle of nowhere. So basically, if you're gonna use this, it's tedious. So what we did was we move a chair here and then just charge our things on top of the chair. There's two outlets here. Okay. There's one more below. So there's like two outlets here. Okay. One below and one on top. I'm using the one on top. Okay. You can see three things connected together. Okay. The first one is the actual Korean adapter. So my actual travel adapter is the one in the middle, the black color one. Okay, that's my actual travel adapter. But it's too big and fat to actually stay put on its own. So I had to use a Korean adapter and then connect it before I can use it. So it kind of defeats the purpose as a travel adapter. It does come with 4 ports. So there's 2 USB-C and 2 USB-A ports. Also this one, the outlet for my MacBook. So I leave my MacBook there overnight to charge. And the rest of the things, I charge them on this chair. Fantastic. Okay, they also provide plates and bowls and cups and whatever you might need. And then down here you have your utensils right here. And then the dish rack and whatever you might need for cooking and washing. The only thing useful to us was the sink on the left and the electric kettle over there. That's the only thing that we actually use. The thing is, the stove doesn't work. So why didn't they remove it? I don't get it. It's just taking up a lot of space here. They did, however, provide this. It's an induction cooker, but we never really tried using it. There's also a pot here, and then there's a scissors and a knife and a chopping board, which we didn't use. Okay, the thing is, it's just too small to cook in. And then the thing that really bothers me, this thing looks like it's falling out. I mean, seriously, like, I'm not sure how safe that is.
刚是举错位置。
So basically, this is the shower head that you get. It's a little sad looking, but it works. So I'm fine with it. Okay, so down here is where you have the tap for both the, you have to switch this for the shower. You have to pull it out for the shower. It's a very basic bathroom, but it works. See? Just nice, the space. Right next to the door, there's actually cabinets that you can store stuff inside. So, okay, this is what I do. We store our jacket in the first panel, yeah, and then there are more space here, but we don't use it. You can see there's actually a lot of storage space all the way right to the bottom. But this is going to be very limited use to you if you're just going to be staying here for like a week or two or a few days. Train station 对。That's crowded. It's a full-size fridge with a full-size freezer at the bottom. There's a full-size freezer at the bottom. So it's good if you're going to be staying here long term and doing actual cooking. Okay. Okay, take note that you can't put the trash out in the hallway, and they will only collect it from 9 AM to 3 PM. So basically you have to call them.